Ariana looked at all of us and frowned.
Tell me what happened.
So I did, telling the story from my point of view until we hit the garage, then dropping back to Ben's tale. When I'd finished, she put her hand against Ben's forehead.
Further south, if you don't mind.
Ariana's eyebrows raised.
Not fair to hold him responsible for something he says in this state.
I've heard worse.
Ariana pulled up Ben's pant leg. The bandages we'd put on were bloody already.
Was this a silver bullet?
It's not healing like it should if silver wasn't involved somehow. They definitely shot him with a tranquilizer dart that contained a mixture that included silver. Same stuff was used to kill a friend of mine a few years back. That's why we wanted Samuel to take a look.
Ariana stepped back and half closed her eyes, holding her hands about 6 inches over Ben.
I have an affinity for silver. I can sense it, but not call it to me.
Ariana is Welsh for silver. Ironic in a woman mated to a werewolf.
There's some silver in him.
Ariana dropped her hands.
But none near his wound, so it must be the dart they hit him with. If it was a silver bullet, it didn't leave anything behind. He'll have to wait until the silver works its way out, but I can at least treat the wound.
I kept my hand on Ben's, while Ariana stripped his bandages off and coated the wounds front and back with some herb and salve concoction she kept in an old pottery jar. Ben lay on his side to allow her access. He kept his eyes closed, but every muscle in his body was tense. Ariana was the next best thing to a stranger, and he was wounded. Every once in a while he would growl quietly, and Ariana would jump like a rabbit, which made Ben tense even more. By the time she was done, both of them were shivering like a pair of thoroughbreds before the Kentucky Derby.
That's as much as I can do for him.
Ariana stepped away, visibly relieved.
I don't have Samuel's expertise, but barring the threat of infection, which isn't an issue for werewolves, his legs should be fine.
If there wasn't too much silver. I couldn't tell if Ben was following the conversation or not. His eyes weren't totally shut, but now that I was the only one touching him, his body was unnaturally relaxed.
In any case, there's nothing more we can do for him without Adam or Samuel.
I could borrow some alpha abilities from Adam, but I hadn't been able to manipulate the pack bonds enough to affect healing yet.
Let me try to call Samuel.
Ariana picked up the phone on the end table next to the couch. She stiffened, the phone to her ear, then dialed.
Finn.
Finn was Phineas Brewster, her mostly human descendant, who sold used collectible books. Why she had decided to call him instead of Samuel was the same reason she had stiffened. I wondered what she had heard or felt that had changed her mind.
I am so sorry to wake you, but I had a dream.
Ari?
I could hear the sleepy voice on the other end of the phone. I try not to eavesdrop when I can avoid it, but like the wolves, my ears are sharp.
No. I mean, not a problem. Are you all right? Do you want me to come over?
No, it was really just a dream, but it left me worried about you.
The Fae couldn't lie, so she had dreamed and woke up worried about Finn. But it could have been tonight, or 10 years ago.
I'm fine.
He almost sounded like he was used to having her call him in the middle of the night, worried.
Stay fine.
Ariana frowned at the phone.
There was someone listening.
The phone is bugged?
Someone was listening. I could feel their attention. Magic or technology. It doesn't matter. If I didn't call anyone, they'd have wondered why I picked up the phone.
No phones. I pulled out my cell phone. I forgot.
Jeez, how dumb can I be?
Bran had sent a message that they were using the phones to trace the pack. Ben had told me that, and we'd still carried our phones with us here. I patted Ben's shoulder.
Cell phone, Ben?
Crushed it on the way to you. Bran said ditch the phones.
Jesse, Gabriel, do you have your cell phones?
Jesse handed me hers, but Gabriel shook his head.
Mine's next to my bed, where it won't do us any harm.
Ariana, do you have a hammer?